All right, I wanted to send over some new stuff, and I looked at what we had done, and I thought, we can continue on with more bend material before I see you perform the other stuff. So it's kind of just taking what you had before and just pushing it a little bit further in terms of possibly difficulty, but I think more musicality. So what we got here for the Bends 3 file, we got another thing where we first play. It's like what we did last time. You hit a note, and then you bend up to that note. Same kind of thing's going to happen here, but now we got three notes we're going to play, and then we're going to bend to that first note that you played, and then play the other two. So try, yeah, get it sound like that. Kind of goofed it there for a moment. I went up and I picked it and heard it come down. We're not trying to do that. So what you want to do, that's too high. Basically, you're going to almost like stop the string from bending with the pick and then go through the string once you've come back down. But you end up doing it fast enough, like that it doesn't feel like you're putting the pick on the string first and then going down. It seems like it happens in one nice motion. So just, that's the thing to practice there. You bend it up, and then you want to just go, boom, right down. So I'm not taking pressure off the fretting hand, because if I did, then we might get an accidental open string. So the pressure stays on there. It's just a matter of getting that string back down and hitting the pick at the exact same time, basically, is what it ends up kind of turning into. Anyway, this is not scripted at all, is it? Good Lord. I hope I'm making sense. Anyway, so that's what's going on here. It's a good idea to play each two bars twice. I know it's written out as one, but it's still a good idea to practice it, play it twice. And this is all set up to be kind of like in the same area on the fretboard. And then we go down a bit, and now we're going to have some half-step bends going on. And we got whole steps again. So these whole steps are going to be a little bit harder than the original ones because we're further down the fretboard. So the lower the fret, the harder it is to bend. Oof. And then half steps once again. And then after that, whoops, I wasn't even showing up all the way. Shame on me. Well, damn. All right, I better run through that again. You know what? Let me let's move that all the way up here. So yeah, those lines were not really showing there. So I just gonna whip through that again real quick. Remember, use those 3 fingers again to hit all those bends. Oop. All right, now the bottom 3 strings. Now we're gonna kind of stay in that same area and then start working our way up. Okay, you gotta be careful of those bends on the low E string. Half steps. Whole steps. No, that was too low. And half steps again. All right, and just like the other bend stuff, practicing to a backing track is a fantastic idea. So with this, similar to where we, play 3 notes one way and then kind of same 3 notes but play slightly different. So you can always go back to playing what you're going to bend to first if you'd like, if you need to. So here, what we're going to do is the same kind of bend from the last one, where we cut it off and just go straight down. Then the next bar, you're going to let it come down. So first bar, second bar. So this way you want to hear it come back down. So you got to be really careful with the pressure on that one. So this way you hear the bend come back down. Well, this one I did write it out to play twice. Oh my god, I'm not even playing what the heck I said. I'm so... I'm just locked into the other one. Let's actually play what I wrote. Yeah, basically just moving down an octave. Nope. Goodness. Moving down an octave. I need to stop talking and trying to play at the same time. So basically what we started with, the whole... We're going to do it again an octave lower. There. Oof, way too high. And then we're going to do half steps on the way back up. And yes, same thing. So the whole step stuff, we were moving down octaves. Now we're going to go up octaves. Whoop. There we go. All right. Well, any questions come up, let me know. And yeah, I tend to, well, always on Thursdays, 12 p.m. my time, so Pacific time zone. That's when basically everything gets shut down as far as email is concerned. So if you're able to get things in by then, I will certainly see it and make more material for you and send it over. If not, I'll be able to see things on Monday, or we'll just pick things up on Wednesday. Anyway, yeah. Any questions? Let me know. Hope you're doing okay, and I will see you soon.